Cainta Rizal is a densely populated town that has struggled with illegal dumping and collection issues. But it is also known for plastic recycling efforts that have diverted millions of kilograms of waste. Every morning, while the rest of Cainta is still asleep, a silent group of workers is already on the front lines. They are the garbage collectors, the people who keep our streets clean yet remain largely invisible to the public eye. We often think of waste as something that just quote unquote disappears once it leaves our bins. But the truth is, the mounting waste crisis in Rizal is a heavy burden carried on the backs of these workers. What most of us throw away and forget, they must handle with their bare hands.
Waste management is a serious public health issue. As Cainta continues to expand, so does its trash. Research by Nicanor et al. In 2021 highlights that as cities progress, waste production can double in just a few years, making the role of waste collectors perpetually necessary. However, these frontliners faced what scientists call a biopsychosocial threat. According to Hermosilia in 2025, they are exposed to high levels of physical, biological, and psychosocial hazards every single day.
Physically, they suffer from musculoskeletal pain due to heavy lifting and navigating difficult terrains. Biologically, they breathe in dust and foul odors that lead to respiratory issues. They even risk infection from contaminated sharps and rodent bites. Psychologically, there is a deep sense of social stigma. People often cover their mouths or avoid them because of smell, which leads to low self esteem and feeling of being undervalued by the community they serve.
To understand the scale of this problem, our group interviewed a waste company manager and a garbage collector representative.
First, how are you today?
I'm feeling good. The weather is somewhat good. It's not very sunny and hindi rin masyadong maulan. So, well, I'm feeling good.
Are you ready for today's interview?
All right.
After detailing the daily or usual routine of the company and their workers, the manager went on to air out the existing issues regarding waste management in the community of their coverage.
All right. So, usually our operation starts at around 3:30 in the morning. The folks, the drivers, and the paleros, the garbage haulers, usually come in at around 4 a.m. By schedule, they should be out around by 4:30 in the morning to collect the garbage along the main roads. By the way, Cainta has at least 390,000 population, so its daytime population is close to 500,000. You can actually project the volume the waste is being generated because the influx from the nearby towns who choose to work here in Cainta and studying here in Cainta. So the primary challenge is most of the household don't know how to segregate their waste, or rather, they won't segregate their waste because, well, what good can they get out of segregation of waste? Tinitingnan nga nila na wala naman kaming makukuha kapag nag-segregate kami. So why segregate? In reality, it only ends up in the landfill. But in paper, the law says that the biodegradable waste must be collected by the barangay and processed in their materials recovery facilities to become compost. Waste management is a shared responsibility. Nawawala lang yung responsibility mo kapag ang basura mo ay dinala mo na sa truck. It's your responsibility as the resident to, number one, segregate your waste. Number two, minimize your waste. And number three, use environmentally accepted packaging for other goods. So, hindi na-develop masyado ng mga matatanda sa atin mag-segregate. Unlike in Japan, tinuturo na siya at the moment you step bago ka lumabas ng bahay mo papuntang school. And then, hanggang sa lumaki ka. So, very disciplined sila. Imagine kung magtatapon ka ng 10 kilos, ang itatapon mo na lang sa landfill ay 1.2 kilo na lang. So, if matututunan natin mag-segregate lahat and effectively manage our waste, so, well, walang sigurong maduming lugar dito sa Pilipinas and lalo dito sa Cainta.
Perhaps what stood out the most were the frustrations on governance and outdated systems.
Segregation at source. And then, mostly, so hindi na-develop masyado ng mga matatanda sa atin mag-segregate.
While the manager's perspective focuses on weak governance, ineffective implementation of laws and policies, and the lack of discipline in the community, the research by Hermosilia in 2025 reminds us that the heaviest burden falls on the workers themselves. As a longtime garbage collector, Kuya Lionel aired out his frustrations with the government and how they are viewed in the local community. He also shared the hardships and the other experiences that are part of their job.
Sa totoo lang, hindi nakikita ng national government ang hirap ng mga ginagawa ng mga garbage collector. So kaming mga palero, kami ang humahakot dito sa baba. Kami ang nahihirapan, kami ang kumukolekta ng basura. Pero wala namang kami sinisisi dahil ito yung pinili naming trabaho. Yung simpleng pagbibigay lang sa amin ng tubig o ng pamerienda na tuwing hahakot kami sa mga lugar, nakakagaan na po iyon na puso. At the same time, nararamdaman namin na-appreciate kami. Maaaring nagkakasakit kami sa hirap ng trabaho namin dahil minsan mabigat ang basura, mainit ang panahon, umuulan, hindi masabi, minsan may baha, mabigat yung basura, magaan, mabaho, minsan masasamahan pa ng hindi magandang klase ng basura, so pwede kami magkasakit. Pero hindi sa tinitiis namin ito dahil ito lang ang trabaho namin, pero natutunan na rin namin magustuhan dahil alam namin nakakapulong kami kapag ginagawa namin ito.
What stands out the most from these conversations is the massive disconnect between policy and practice. Despite the existence of RA 9003, segregation at source is a developmental issue rooted in a lack of discipline and education. We've learned that waste management isn't just a government service, it is a shared responsibility that begins inside our own homes. For the garbage collectors, or paleros, the failure of residents to segregate waste and the national government's focus on high-level policies leave these workers on the ground, dealing with the physical weight of unsegregated trash in extreme heat and rain. We must treat waste workers not as invisible cleaners of our mess, but as essential partners. True progress means supporting them with hazard pay and medical checkups, while we, as residents, fulfill our duty to segregate at the source.
Realize that segregation is an act of respect. The waste crisis may have revealed the deep cracks in the local governance, but it also revealed the silent leadership of the basureros who carry this city on their backs. Every piece of unsorted trash is a hidden hazard for the hands that clean our city. Mobilize your household, segregate at source, respect their labor.